big question is, you're mad, but mad at who? Exactly. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, please do like, comment, and subscribe. If you've been here before, you already know what to do. So today we're doing a Valentine's Day inspired makeup look. This can be a look for maybe date nights as well. If you don't know what to do with your makeup, this could give you like sort of an idea. But because Valentine's Day is coming, that's why I said it's a Valentine's Day inspired look. So without wasting any more time, let's get into it. Okay, so I'm gonna start off by doing my brows. I didn't clean them up, so it won't be a very clean type of look when it comes to the brows, but they'll still look put together. I'm using this eyebrow pencil from Essence. So you just start off by showing blue. So I do the 2016 type of look when it comes to the brows. I have not stopped. No one has yet to convince me to do them differently, but if you feel like you want to do the whole brushing the brows up and then just concealing underneath, you're more than welcome, because some people like the natural type of look when it comes to their brows. I don't really care, as long as they look good. That's all that matters to me. Hey, load shedding. Go put that plaquera. Okay. So I just brush them out. I don't know, maybe I should film a proper eyebrow tutorial. I don't know. But I like my brows to I want you to see that I did something to my eyebrows, right? But it's not, because people are into the clean girl aesthetic now. They're not doing heavy makeup, so I guess I get why these type of brows aren't popular anymore, but I'm sticking to it until somebody does my brows that way and I feel like, you know what, this might be it. I'm not changing the way I do my brows. Okay, so it does look a bit messy at the moment, but I'm gonna clean it up. Just gonna clean the brows up with some concealer. I'm using the Yardley London concealer. It's the liquid concealer. It's this one. I have one in a darker shade, but I don't know where I put it, so I'm just gonna use this one, and then I'm gonna have to blend it out as much as I possibly can, and then I just go under. Ooh. Okay, I think it works better like this. This is why people say brows are the most time consuming when it comes to makeup, because you'll spend your whole day trying to get your brows right, because if they don't look right, then everything looks wrong. Okay, I'm gonna do the other one. Put the concealer. Okay, they don't look exactly the same, but they look close enough for my liking. I'm not too obsessed with how good my brows look. But if you are a beginner into doing brows, the hack is to always lift your brows up when doing your bottom brow. It's just to lift your brows up and then draw, because then you can see the shape better if you do this than when you draw them like this. So if you do this, you can draw them better and you can conceal them better, and then the top is much easier, and the more you do it, the better you become at it. Now that the brows are done, we can move on to eyeshadow. So I'm gonna do a simple shadow look. I always do the simple stuff because I'm not the best when it comes to doing eyeshadow, so I always go for the easiest option. So the easiest option is always a brown look. It's always a brown dark kind of look that accentuates your eyes. So that's what I'm gonna go for. So I'm just gonna apply some concealer on my eyelids. This is the, ooh, the lights are blinding me. This is the, what brand is this? Photo Focus Concealer. Wet n Wild. It's the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer. Some people use, what's it called? Primer, eyelid primer. That's what it's called now. Yeah. I've never gotten into that. Maybe I should. Maybe my eyeshadow would look better if I did that instead of concealer. But then my thoughts behind it was, if I can use concealer, then I don't have to buy an extra product. So I just use the products that I already have to achieve a look that I can achieve even if I bought something else. That was my reasoning. But you can get a primer if you feel like that works better. I feel like this has been working, but maybe I will try primer one of these days and see how my makeup look turns out. So I'm just gonna apply it. The reason I use this particular one is because sometimes when I apply stuff on my eyelids, it burns, and this one doesn't burn. So that's why I use it instead. But if you feel like primer is better, please let me know in what way. Please let me know in what way, like how is it different from concealer? And then maybe I'll try it out. Okay, and then I'm gonna let that get tacky a bit. And then I'm gonna put some color corrector from Catrice. It is the high coverage. It's kind of like a concealer, but it's a color corrector. So it's in the color 400 peach. Yeah. So I'm just gonna apply it around my mouth because that's where I'm a bit dark. You can do concealer as well instead of doing color corrector. Color corrector does work better because then it combats your dark areas and stuff. At least that's my opinion. I actually didn't use color corrector for a long time because I didn't understand the color theory behind it. So I was like, I can just conceal, but even after concealing, I would find that around my mouth, it's darker than the rest of my face, and then everything wouldn't look right. Oh yeah, and I didn't prime my face because I had already done my skincare. So that already prepped my skin. That's why I didn't apply any primer to begin with on my face because I had already applied everything. But I do use is it Maybelline? I forgot what brand it was, but it's the one it's in a blue tube, black and blue tube. I think it's Maybelline. Let me see, I have the same fixing spray. Let me check. Yeah, it's the Maybelline. So it looks like this bottle because I have oily skin. So I use the mattifying one. If you have dry skin, you can use the pink one. Yeah. the primer, of course, not the setting spray. And then I'm just gonna wipe the excess off because now I want to spread the concealer on my eyelids. I use my finger for most things because I feel like, I don't know, it works better. It doesn't take all the product off from my skin, but it just spreads it where I want it, right? Of course I do use brushes and other stuff, but sometimes when it's not necessary, where I would normally use a sponge, I would probably use my hands. But to each its own. Some people just want to have something to help them, you know. Also, I saw this other famous makeup artist. He uses his hands for everything unless a brush is necessary. He even applies the foundation with his hands. I was so impressed. Okay, I'm gonna use the Revolution palette. This is the palette I'm using. I'm also using this one. This one is, well, it fell, so it doesn't look too good, but that's the one I'm using. I'm gonna start off with the brown. This one has a brown. So I'm gonna start off with this color right here, this color right here. Then I'm gonna use this fluffy brush. What brand is this? It is I have no idea. Okay, and then I'm just gonna start off by the end and then bring it in. This also helps me to like diffuse the, you see, the concealer that was under here. And then I'm gonna put some again. Some people say they do like 3 shades or so of eyeshadow. I don't know. I just do whatever I feel like works. I just do what works, because some people will say, oh, just do a brighter color for a base. I don't know what that is. I just do what works for my makeup looks, and yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you have to keep in mind that I am not a makeup artist. I'm just doing me. Okay, and then I'm gonna take this color. Let's put this down. Then I'm gonna take this color and then I'm gonna put it here by the end, by the corner of my eye. This is the correct way to say it. I'm gonna use the same brush and then I'm gonna do this. So I'm gonna drag it. So because I don't have my foundation on it, it doesn't matter if I mess it up, because then I can just clean it up later. So I'm just gonna drag it like so. Drag it like so. And if you're not like a big makeup person and then you're starting with your eyeshadow, sometimes it will look wrong, and that's perfectly fine. But the more you do it, the better it looks. Also, it's not about what everybody else is doing. It's about what you like on your face. So when you figure that out, the easier it becomes to do your makeup. Alright, so you just brush it inwards. Okay, next I'm gonna use this kind of shimmery color. I don't know if you can tell. And then I'm gonna use it in the inner parts of my eye, because remember, we're going for a brown kind of lip, especially because we're going to do a red lip. So for me, if my lip is bold, then my eyeshadow has to be somewhere in between. So I can't do bright colors on my eyes and then do a bright lip. I don't know if that makes sense. So if I'm going to do a smoky eye, I can do a red lip, but I can't do like a red eye and a red lip, if that makes sense. But that's just me. Other people do it that way. Doesn't mean that it's wrong. So I'm just gonna put this here. Some people say pat it in. It works better if you pat it in. I don't know, I just do everything as long as it's on. As long as it's on, for me, I feel like that's fine. Okay, so it's not very shimmery, but it does give kind of like a glowy type of look. I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but see, like there's a difference between here and here, and it's almost the same kind of shade. Okay. This is how we're looking. This is how we are looking. And then I do want to make the outer shadow a bit more darker. So I'm just gonna apply some more on the outer corner. For foundation, I'm using the Rimmel London. This is the one I'm using. And then it is in the shade Golden Caramel. I wasn't using this shade before. I was using a different shade. I just forgot what it was when I went to buy this one. So I got the wrong one, but it still matches. But the other one was like a perfect match. This one is still close, but I don't want close. I want the same. I don't know if that makes sense. So I'm just gonna pat this on. Brush is actually a bit wet because I washed my brushes last night to film this video and then they didn't dry because it was raining. So it was so annoying. I don't put a lot of foundation under my eye because I'm still going to put on some concealer. Alright, so I'm going to attempt to clean up the top of my brows with the foundation. Hopefully I don't mess it up. Okay. I'm gonna move this back a little bit. So I just want to clean up the top of my brows here with this brush. I don't know what this brush is normally used for, but I use it for this. And I think it's for an eyeshadow look. It's used for an eyeshadow look. Okay. Don't come for me, I'm not a makeup guru. Okay, so I found the concealer that I was looking for initially. It's the Yardley liquid concealer as well, but it's darker than the first one. Is it? It's darker than this one. See? Yeah. So this is the one I was looking for when I wanted to do my brows. I'm just gonna apply this over here. Over here. So I'm starting off this shade because it's a bit closer to my skin tone. So it's gonna blend out very well, right? I feel like I messed up my brows and I can't tell in this lighting, but I feel like I did something that messed my brows up. But oh well. So I'm just gonna let this sit for a little while and then I'm gonna blend it out. Okay, now I'm gonna blend out the concealer. Oh, I can barely see it now. Okay. Okay. So the reason I left my concealer to dry was so that I could be able to blend it and move it to wherever I want. Where else, had I done it while it was still wet, it would just go all over the place. So it's always a great idea to leave it on for a few minutes, 2 to 3, and then blend it out because that makes it much more easier. Just don't let it dry down because once it's dry, then you can't blend it out anymore because it's dry, right? So I did that, and then I'm gonna go in with the lighter. Which one? Wait, which one is the lighter? Yeah, I'm gonna go in with this lighter shade, and then I'm gonna place it right here because I want my under eye to be brighter. And then I'm gonna do a little here. I'm not gonna do any on my forehead. I still have to blend my forehead, but I'm not gonna do any on my forehead because I struggle to blend. So if I do a light shade here, it's gonna be a round patch that looks funny. So I'm just gonna look crazy. Nothing's gonna look right. So I rather just not go through that. Because as you can see, even here I'm struggling. I'm struggling. Okay. So you can see what I did here, right? A mess. I don't contour my nose because I don't know how. I still have to learn. So I'm just gonna do this. This is the foundation brush that I used before. So I'm just gonna try and fix what I did here. And then I'm gonna diffuse the concealer on my forehead. So sometimes it's okay if you know you can't do something, then don't do it until you know how to do it, then you can do it. Especially if you're going somewhere, don't now try and learn new tricks. When you're going somewhere, stick to what you know, basically, until you've mastered whatever you want to do. So I haven't mastered contouring my nose, so I don't know why I dragged the concealer down there. And then I'm gonna take this brush. No. Yeah, I'm gonna take this brush and then this shade. Usually I use this as a bronzer because it's a bit darker than I am. And then I just do this. So I'm not contouring, but I'm trying to create like a shadow halfway through my nose. I don't know if it works, but I always do it. I don't know if it works though. But I see a difference. I don't know if people can see a difference. I don't know. Okay, and then I'm gonna use this brush. It's also a concealer brush, but it's just bigger. I'm gonna use it to blend. You see, I should have started with this one and then blend it now with the small one, but I don't like the small one. Okay, I'm just trying to see if I like the feel of it. I don't like it, so I'm just gonna use the one I always use. Okay, blend it out. You see, it blends out like effortlessly. So this is where we are at the moment. Okay, I'm gonna contour and then I'm gonna set my face. So to contour, I'm using the Essence contour palette. So it has 2 shades. These are the 2 shades. The reason they look like this, I know you're wondering, oh, this isn't like golden enough, because yeah, I do have cool undertones, so this does blend well for me. Yeah, I have neutral undertones, not cool, neutral undertones, so that works out for me. And then I'm using this brush, this angled brush, to do my contour. I know it looks like it needs to rest in peace, but it works well for me, so I'm not letting it go until it gives up on me. And it doesn't shed or anything, like it's the perfect brush. So sometimes looks don't matter, okay, when it comes to brushes. Okay, so I'm just gonna, you know the drill. And then I'm gonna pull it upwards because I want my cheekbones to, I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm gonna, when I brush, I'm gonna brush upwards, right? Okay. Child, not this brush embarrassing me. After I just and then I also do my jawline. I know my neck kind of looks dark. I think it's the lighting. I don't know what's happening, but fear not, it's not the reality, it's the lights. Okay. Yeah, but I also do under here so that it blends everything together. Also, it creates like the snatched jaw look. In the past, I used to just do this because I didn't know why people were doing it, but because people who were good at makeup were doing it, I was like, I'm doing it too. But now I actually know why they were doing it, and now I can explain to people. All right, so I do it more now because I know why they were doing it. But in the past, I would just do it because if Miss XO says she's doing it, I'm doing it now because her makeup always looks good. That's it. If Uche says contour your forehead, I'm contouring my forehead. I'm not asking questions. But then I realized when I didn't do it that, oh, my makeup actually does look different. It doesn't look as good. So I started doing it again. Okay, what is this thing? Okay, I'm gonna set my under eye. I'm gonna use the Yardley kind of story. I made it worse. The Yardley London translucent powder. It's this white powder. I love it so much. I'm gonna use it for my under eye. it's not a baking powder, but sometimes I just use it to bake. But when I use the banana powder, it works out better. So I'm using this fluffy brush on my under eye, and then I'm just gonna pat it on. I don't know if you can tell the difference, but there is a difference. And then I'm gonna set around my mouth as well. And then I'm gonna set my forehead too, because it does get very shiny. And then I'm gonna set my brows as well. Okay. And then I'm gonna use the Yardley Caramel Loose Powder to carve out my contour. Okay, I use the sponge that they have in here. So it looks like this, but I open it so that I can get as much powder as I want. Okay. And I just dip this. I just dip it in here, like so. Much better. Okay, so I'm just gonna let this sit before I brush it off, and then I'm gonna do my liner. But the reason I'm doing my liner is because it's supposed to give me that cat eye look. But besides that, I'm gonna put on lashes. So if I'm gonna put on lashes, I want them to blend in with my natural lashes. So even if I don't place the lashes correctly, the liner is black, so it's gonna blend with the strip. I don't know if I'm making sense, but the liner is meant to make the strip lash blend with your natural lashes. So even if you don't put it on correctly, it's gonna create an illusion that it's put on correctly. That's the best I can explain that. Otherwise, I don't know what else to say. So I'm gonna use this liquid liner from Catrice. This is the one I'm using. Usually I use the Essence one, but then I was desperate because the Essence one was finished. And then I got this one. This one is very liquid. Like, it's so easy to mess up when you're using this one. Whilst the Essence one, it's very easy to like use in general. But this one, one mistake, everything just goes wrong. So I hope I don't make that one mistake. All right, so maybe I should do this off camera. I don't know. I feel like I messed it up. but it's good enough. It's good enough, okay? I can't do anything more than that. Okay, let's hope the other side looks the same. But I don't really care if it doesn't look the same, as long as when I have my lashes on, it looks the same. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, okay. Fingers crossed for this side as well. I tried. I think the powder is set long enough, so I can just dust it off now. Okay. And then I'm just gonna try and warm my face up. I'm gonna use the Rimmel London Lasting Finish powder. I actually got this powder to set my makeup throughout the day, but the person who was helping me sold me a very dark color. Well, it's not very dark, but it's darker than my normal shade. Like, it's not my natural shade. I was so upset. I was so upset because I even asked her to like color match me. And you know, when you're in the store, you can't really see yourself the way another person sees you. So I trusted that person to color match me, and then they gave me nonsense. So that's why now I just color match myself. I'd rather buy the wrong shade and I chose it myself than to put my life in someone's hands and then they do nonsense. And then for blush, I have these two. This is the orange blush, and this is the, what color is this? Oh, they don't have the name of the color. But it's called the Anna Apple blusher, and this one is the terracotta blusher. People love the orange blush. I love it too, but I've come to like this one more. I think because I have, like I said, I have neutral undertones, it looks better than the orange on me. The orange also looks really good, but I like this one more. I'm just gonna use this blush brush to apply it. And then I'm just gonna dab it on here. Just right here. I like to bring it up as well. See, I feel like this one looks better on me than the orange, but I do use the orange as well. But also I feel like this one is better for this look in particular. So here we go. And I'm a blush girl, like I like to put it on. I don't play. And then I'm gonna apply some of the Maybelline mascara. And then I'm gonna put on these lashes. It's the Eyelure London Most Wanted. Got these ones from Miku. But I'm sure the originals are there at Dischem if you want them. And then I'm gonna use the Kiss glue, the best glue in the world for your lashes. I've never had to reapply my glue after putting on these lashes. Oh, this is cool. So they tell you that this is left, this is right, meaning that the one I'm grabbing right now is for the left eye. When I got these, I was looking for something natural. This is far from natural. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, this glue is finished too. It's so done. Ooh. Okay. I was a little heavy with the hand. I'll just put some on the other ones. You have to blow the glue a little bit so that it dries on. Even though the glue looks white, it is white, it dries clear. So don't worry about the white residue and stuff on your lashes. It dries very much clear. Okay. No, I'm supposed to put this here. These are the lashes that are supposed to be natural looking. Can't find my good lip liner, so I'm just going to use this Essence eyeliner to line my lips. I'm so upset because I literally went back to fetch that liner and now I can't find it, but whatever. Okay. So the reason my liner looks like this is because I burn it. So it's an eyeliner, but I wanted to make it softer, so I just burn it. Like I take a lighter and then I do this, and then this one time I went overboard. But oh, you can also microwave it, so that is my little hack for if you want to save money. You just use your eyeliner as a lip liner and you just heat it up and then it gets softer. So you can microwave it or you can just use the lighter. And then I'm going to use this Maybelline. I think I'm a Maybelline girl, eh? Because a lot of my products are from Maybelline and Yardley and Essence. Essence though, very affordable, so, and very good. So I'm using this, I think it's a lip pencil. Ink crayon, that's what they say. But it's lipstick. It's lipstick, so, okay. I really like it because it lasts a long time. Okay, let me shut up and put it on before I mess everything up. Also, what says Valentine more than a red lip? A red dress. And then I'm gonna set my makeup. I don't know why I put my hand over my face to begin with, if I was gonna. Also, I bought 2 of these and I didn't realize until I was cleaning up my room today. I was so mad. I'm still mad actually, but whatever. The big question is, you're mad, but mad at who? So this is the final look. Let me just do my edges and then I'll be right back. Okay, so this is the final look. I had to change into red for the Valentine's Day theme. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to leave a thumbs up and to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.